Hey everybody, welcome back. Devin the OG, the original Grognard here for Lock and Load Publishing. We're back inside Lock and Load Tactical Digital, so that only means one thing. Yes, that's right. We've got a new release that is going to be coming out tomorrow, March 11th. It is a Thursday, and it is Battles to the Rhine. We were trying to get a synchronized release with the actual book copy and the DLC. We kind of missed it by a couple days, but that's okay. Not a big deal. I think everybody will forgive us. Goes on sale retail for $9.99, but I think we have it on initial sale for $8.49, $8.59. It's like 15% off, and hey, honestly, that's like the price of a cup of coffee here in Seattle, so you can't go wrong with it. We got 6 new scenarios, and we've also got some special new rules that are included in this that aren't included in any other module. These are vehicular, smoke, and white phosphorus rounds. So let's go ahead and jump into a scenario and see what we can see. We're going to click on Mad Minute because that's going to show off some of it, some of the new smoke rounds, and some new maps that nobody's seen before. So let's go ahead, put the human computer player to human, and we'll take the German attacking. Longchamps, Belgium, January 3rd, 1945. The Germans were becoming desperate and insistent on their attempts to capture the vital crossroad town of Bastogne. At the village of Longchamps, a scratch force of paratroopers of the 502nd Parachute Infantry Regiment and anti-tank guns supported by a few tank destroyers had been attacked off and on since the 19th of December. On the morning of 3rd January, the tired Americans watched an armored force deploy against their positions. Very rapidly, a fierce firefight erupted up and down the line as the German armored force drove into the American positions. This 20-minute battle would be known as the Mad Minute, as every gun in the American positions were in action simultaneously. So we've got a bunch of American squads, paratroopers, 50 cal, a couple 30s, a couple bars, a couple bazookas, 60mm mortar. That's actually pretty beefy. You're going to find that some of these scenarios are a little bit bigger than what we've seen in the past, and they've got a lot of ordnance and anti-tank weapons in it as well. So because this one has a couple Easy 8 Shermans and a couple 57mm ATGs, the German SS Panzergrenadier Regiment 90 and SS Panzer Regiment 90 of 9th Panzer Division Hohenstaufen. We've got a bunch of SS squads, a couple MG42s, a couple MG34s, a hero colonel, and we've got, oh, look at that, 5 tanks. Don't get very many scenarios we get to play with 5 tanks, especially when 2 of them are Panthers. 10 turns. SS have initiative on turn 1. Germans control more buildings on map 15S. Oh, what's that? What is a 15S? We're going to find out real quick. Then the Americans at the end of scenario 1. Vehicular smoke. M4, the Easy 8 Shermans and the SS Panzer 4Hs may fire smoke shells. Well-stocked attack. Germans do not roll for any smoke depletion on their vehicles on turns 1 and 2. Start rolling for smoke depletion on turn 3. We'll get into that. Winter Wonderland. Due to the heavy snowfall in the area, the only hexes that roll for fire checks are buildings. And let it snow. At the start of each turn, roll 1d6. On a 5 to 6, snow falls during that turn. Roll another d6 for new maximum visibility. 1 to 2 is 4 hexes, 3 to 4 is 5 hexes, 5 to 6 is 6 hexes. Hexes beyond this range are treated as blocking. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. We're not going to play out too much of it because this is a big scenario, but I do want to kind of highlight some of the new things that we have that we are showing off in this. There we go. All right. Oh, we can already tell. Look at this. Look at this. Ah. This is a snow map. These are 3 snow maps. And you can tell 14S, 16S, and 15S. These are all snowified, winterized maps. But you can kind of tell there's no crops or no fields on it. This is a huge opening, nasty, nasty kill zone. How do we approach this? How are we going to approach getting all of our infantry across here? Well, let's go ahead and take our vehicles. Since our Panthers can't fire smoke, but our PZ4s can. Let's get them into position. We got a PZ4 there. There's a Panther here. Whoops. Put him back there. Oh, come on. Take the Panther, put it there, turn him to sideways. That's another Panzer 4. Let's go ahead and put him. Whoops. Oh, that's a Panzer 4. Put him there, turn him. We want the Panther. I always do that. Irritates me to no end. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and set up with like this. And let's go ahead and hit continue, and we'll move in a little bit. So what we've got here is, let's go ahead, and we've got some new buttons here. You can't really, yeah, right here. We got, this is the smoke round. If you want to fire a smoke round on a tank, that's the button you're going to want to push. The Allied forces, sometimes they'll have white phosphorus rounds around as well, and there is a specific white phosphorus button. So let's go ahead and shift this into, what do we want to do? We got a couple Shermans out there. You know what? Let's go ahead and use the Panthers to take out the Shermans. I don't think we got line of sight. Do we have line of sight? Oh, do we got line of sight? Oh, we do have line of sight on it. Well, let's just go ahead and fire at that right there. Oh, that's a hit. Oh, catastrophic. Boom, dead Sherman. And go ahead and end the phase. Let the U.S. do theirs. Oh, they're dropping mortars on me. They're dropping their mortars on a tank. Well, I'm not buttoned, so yeah, that shakes me. That's not a good idea. Not good. So let's go ahead and let's take this and let's just show off the smoke, firing a smoke round. Now, when you click on firing of a smoke round or white phosphorus, it'll show you every hex that is within your line of sight, because you fire smoke rounds at hexes, not necessarily at targets. And so this one, you can't see it because my head is down in the way, but let's go ahead and move this over here so you can read it. So we got target selected, ordnance attack 5+0 less than or equal to target number 7, smoke shell on target. So since the smoke shell was on target, let's go ahead and zoom in, and we've got a smoke 1 marker there, which of course reduces the Allies' ability to shoot me as my troops try to cross the field. You got to remember, you've got 3 Panzer IVs in this one that can fire. So let's go ahead and end the impulse. And then let's go ahead and take him. Let's fire another smoke shell. And what can we see? Let's put a smoke shell right there. Okay, so this one landed a little bit off. So let's take a look at this. Ordnance attack 9+0 less than or equal to the target number 7. Now, the good thing about smoke shells is even if you don't hit the target, there's a chance for the smoke shell to either overshoot the hex or undershoot the hex. So I was aiming at hex H7. I overshot. It landed in hex H8. So you're not really wasting your smoke shells or your white phosphorus. It's going to hit something and have an effect somewhere. It's just sometimes you may not know where it is. Well, we've got a couple smoke shells out there, and let's see, we got a 57. Yep, there's a 57 millimeter bazooka and infantry in there. So let's just go ahead and start moving up some infantry. Maybe draw some of that fire. Yep, 57 fires. Oh, hero generated. The infantry fires. Now, you got a lot of infantry out here. You can have the potential for lots of stacks of infantry. You're not going to want to run stacks of infantry around. The Germans have got more troops on this, so they have kind of really got to pay attention. Let's end the impulse. Looks like the Germans are firing, and they missed. Let's go ahead and take, what do we got there? Oh, we got an MG42. So let's go ahead and select them and blast away. 6-4, that's good. So it's going to be a dice roll, morale +2. Shaken, no effect. Oh, no effect on the weapon team, but that's okay. They fired already. So let's go ahead and end that impulse. Take this infantry. Oh, he's got an MG42 as well. Well, let's put more fire on that hex. 5-6. Ah, too bad. No effect for me. That's okay. And impulse. And let's go ahead and take this guy. He's got an MG42 as well. Did I have that many? Did I put that many MG4? Oh, no, this guy. All right, so let's start moving troops up. Again, you're going to want to pay attention to where the U.S. forces are and use your smoke diligently to cover your advance. That's the trick of getting across these wide open spaces. There's a couple scenarios in here that have got these huge wide open spaces, and you really got to use and abuse your smoke rounds to be able to set up a cover so you can get your infantry across it. You just try running across, you're going to get shot up really bad. So we've got these new vehicular smoke rounds and white phosphorus rounds for the allies. Use them and abuse them to cover your advance. That's the best suggestion I can give. Let's see. Does he have a target he can shoot at? Nope. So let's go ahead and do an assault move with him. And let's move him to right here. That easy 8 right there is probably going to shoot. No, he didn't shoot. All right. Well, we got to try to take a Sherman out. It's a hit. Boom. That is going to make this scenario very easy because the U.S. have lost their 2 easy 8s. So the AI, not exactly sometimes the smartest, but in head-to-head, the human player will probably play a lot smarter. But yeah, and that's even more smoke out there. So I'm not going to play this all the way through. It takes me an hour to play this on my own. But I did just want to give you kind of an example, kind of a look at some of the new maps that we've got here and the new effects with smoke. And it really is in your best interest to use those smoke rounds to cover your infantry's advance. It really does change the tactical level of the attack and the tactical level of the defense when you've got a multitude of smoke rounds that you can throw at the enemy. Now, if you look right here, you've got vehicle smoke supply right here. Each side has a certain number of smoke rounds or white phosphorus rounds, and every time they fire, there's a chance that will deplete. Now, this isn't per vehicle. This is just per side. And for the Germans will deplete a little bit quicker. I think for the Germans, if you use a smoke round on a 4, 5, or 6, it depletes. For the Allies, if it's a 5 or 6, it'll deplete. But so you're going to get a chance to get a lot of smoke rounds out there. You're going to get a lot of white phosphorus rounds out there. But yeah, there we go. A quick look at Battles to the Rhine. Lock and Load Tactical DLC. Available tomorrow. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms in the comment section below. And I'll see everybody later. See ya!